very last part of this purse now, and it's this lovely little flower adornment that you're going to make. Okay, it's really pretty and there's a lot to it really, but it's simple, but isn't it clever? So clever. Right, we're going to use these three colours, so it's light pink, pistachio and opaline glass. We're going to start off with pistachio, and we start off with a magic ring, and we've already made a standalone magic ring video for you if you wanted to go and watch that. I'm going to show you how to do it on our video, but if you wanted to sort of spend a bit more time learning that technique, there is a standalone video available for you now. Okay, so drape the cut end of the yarn over your hand, wrap the yarn once around your finger and put your hook under the point where that yarn crosses over. Squeeze it, or just press down with the forefinger and take your finger out so the loop is secure, it's not going anywhere. Tension your yarn. Pinch between thumb and middle finger and just get that hook through the middle of that loop. You can let it go now and secure with another chain. Now, I know that was quite quick, but please do go watch the other one if you need to, because that's explained several times and I think we can move on with that now. Right, so we need to work 3 chain to count as our first treble, UK terms. So we've got 1 chain here and we're going to do 2 and 3. And now we're going to do 8 treble into the centre of the ring. Again, it's UK terms. So we've got 1. Okay, so now we are going to just close this up by pulling the short end, just close it up. Okay, pull it nice and tight, because what you're actually going to, let me take my hook out, what you're actually going to want to achieve is like a little acorn cap kind of thing. All right, so you don't want it to be a circle, you want it to be a little sort of acorn cap. Okay, so what we will do, and you normally do this in the other order, but what we're asked to do is pull that tight and sew off this, weaving this end first, and there is a very good reason for that. So thread up your, make sure when you weave the ends in on a magic loop, on anything that you're magic looping, make sure you weave those ends in really thoroughly, because you don't want it to open out, and they can sort of open out after a fashion. So I'm just going to weave in the ends nice and tightly. Okay, and it's going to be hidden in there anyway like this, so it's fine. So just nice and tight, so that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, snip the end. It's easier said than done, it seems, for me. There we go. Right, and now we close this little piece with a slip stitch into the first stitch. So we're going to come around here, pull through and pull through again, and if you just like that, it's this little cap shape, mushroom shape, I suppose. Mushroom cap, I don't know, you know what I mean. Right, snip, fasten off, and we'll do the next part. Okay, so we've made, with our pistachio, we've made this part of the flower. I know that's going to have some sort of botanical name, and I don't know what it is, but so can I just say it's this part of the flower. We're now going to move on to petals. I'm happy to call these petals. I don't know if they're petals, but you know what I mean. This lovely frothy bit around the edge, and we're using opaline glass to do that. Really, really simple and straightforward. Let's do it. So you need to join your yarn into any of the stitches, and you join it in the normal way. That is to say, we just pull through a loop oops, and then pull through again. Now that is going to count as the first double crochet in our pattern repeat, and our pattern repeat is 1 double crochet, 8 chain, 1 double crochet into the same stitch, and then 8 chain. And what it gives you is all those lovely frothy petals. There's so many chains that it gets really crowded, and that's how it forms that lovely you know, fluffy flower look. Let's do it and I'll show you what I mean. Right, so we've already got our 1 double crochet. That counts as our first 1 double crochet. So 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1 double crochet back into the same stitch, and then another 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's our first repeat. Okay, so we're going to do that again. So we're coming along to the next double crochet now. So the next stitch in the pistachio part, we're coming along to there, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in there. That's the first part of our repeat. 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1 double crochet back into the same space, or the same stitch, sorry, and then another 8 chain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one more time and then we'll speed it up. So come along to the next stitch. 1 double crochet, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, I'm going to whiz round. Right, and this is the last repeat coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So into the last stitch, 1 double crochet, 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 double crochet into the same space, 8 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're now going to join the round with a slip stitch into the first double crochet, so right down in here. Now you will notice while I do this, you will notice that it's flattened out, hasn't it? It doesn't look like that acorn cup type thing that we had going on earlier, but don't worry, because we're now going to rectify that. You need to cut quite a long end. I don't know what I've got here, about 30 centimetres maybe. Whoops, thread your needle. I'm going to put my needle through the last stitch to secure it. Pull it tight. And what we're going to do now, we're going to weave this thread through the double crochet stitches. Let me bring it down here and weave it through. Can you see? We're just going to weave it under. We're going to go, actually, no, we're not weaving it. We're going to weave up and down through the double crochet. Okay. Up the top of one and over the top of one and under the next, all the way around. Okay, all the way. Can't even see where. Can't remember where I started, people. Hold on, where have I? Okay, a little way to go. All the way back to the beginning. And push and put the come all the way through. don't get it over the petal all the way through, and put it through to the back. And then when you pull that, it should, by rights, go the other way. Pinch the middle and give it a pull. Pinch the middle and pull it up. And there you go. You've made the flower. So all you need to do now is weave in those ends, and we will come back and finish the middle, because it doesn't look very pretty at the moment. You wait. Weave your ends in and we'll do the last part. Last part. We're just making the chain now that the flower's going to hang on. So it's really straightforward, and it also very cleverly gives you the centre of the flower. It's beautifully done. Let's go ahead and do that. Did I say we're using light pink? We're using light pink for it. If I've said it already, I'm sorry. I haven't had coffee yet. Right, so I'm going to make 60 chain. You might find, you might think that 60 chain is too long for your attachment. You can obviously amend it, alter it to suit, but let's just go and do 60 chain because that's what we're told to do, and I want to do it as the pattern suggests. I'll whisk through this and we'll meet at the end. Cut the end and just pull the yarn through the last chain. So you've got a rudimentary friendship bracelet there. Your friend's going to be happier with the purse than that, I'm telling you. Now what you're going to do is make a knot in the middle. So we need to find the middle. So just bend the thing in half, and we need to kind of make our knots around this middle point. If possible, do not pull them too tightly. So that's one, gone through one time. Just keep adjusting it so it's sort of still sitting in the middle. Because the right hand tail needs to be a bit longer if you're passing that one through. That's two times through. And that's 3 times through. Okay, so you've just made a triple knot there, and you're going to tighten it up, but not too tight. You want a nice kind of bobble. A bobble in the middle is the aim. Alright, so that'll do. Doesn't sound very professional, does it? What I mean is there. That is my perfect knotty bobble achieved. Okay. Now what you're going to do is, this is a bit tricky, but worth it. You're going to take your hook and put it straight through the centre of the flower. All right. Oh, that went through really easily. There's me kind of bigging my part up there. It went through totally fine. Look, so it's gone all the way through. You are then going to just use it to grab both ends of this chain. So put your hook under, grab both ends, keep hold of them so that there's some tension and you can grab hold of it, and pull that through the middle. This is a bit of a wiggle. Okay, so that's come through. Just tease the ends through and pull like billy-o. You see the chain is going to pass through and the knot is going to sit in the centre of your flower. I love that. I think that's a special kind of magic. Now you've got a lovely little hanging ornament which you can attach to the side of the purse. The purse has got this handy little place here where you can attach things of this nature, and it is just simply a case of threading through and fastening off. This is the point where you might decide that's a little bit too long for you, in which case you can adjust and make a shorter one. But what you can actually do is once you've I'm just going to tie this off loosely to show you. So I'm just tying, sorry, I'm excellent at knots, excellent. This is where you find out, no, this is where you reap the rewards of being gently asked to leave Girl Guides. Not taking it seriously enough, sorry, Arcala, not sorry. Right, and there it is, attached. It's gorgeous, and you have completed your beautiful flower purse. Now, of course, you've got a second frame, so you can go and do it all again now. I think what I'm going to try and do is mix up the colours and do 2 completely different colourways. Isn't it gorgeous? Thank you, Greta, for the most beautiful project. Thank you for your amazing instructions. Thank you, viewer, for sticking with us.